Welcome to Module 6 of Administration Code Regulations Training 703 KAR 5080. My name is Shara Savage, a Program Consultant in the Office Assessment and Accountability, or OAA. During Module 6, I will cover what happens in completing state assessments. At this point in the process, you still have secure test materials. If you are a BAC, you will work with your DAC to handle materials returned to the vendor. For some tests, you may be packing and sending from the school. For others, you may send those materials back to the district to be returned to the vendor in one large shipment. After testing is complete, it is time to securely destroy the serial codes, test tickets, scratch paper, and any other materials outlined in the Test Administration Manual that could not be returned to the vendor. Some districts have these items securely destroyed by the school. Others have everything brought to the DAC. This is a local policy decision. Test booklets, answer documents, these type of materials must be returned to the vendor. Additionally, please follow the procedures outlined in the Administration Manual if you are responsible for packing these materials and consult with your DAC. Scratch paper has been accumulating through our testing window and should be treated as secure materials. Some of our scratch paper could also be test tickets that students used for scratch paper. As your materials ship back to the vendor, it is time to securely destroy all scratch paper according to your district policy. Test tickets and answer documents should be treated as secure materials. As a reminder, some of our test tickets could be in the scratch paper pile if students used it for scratch paper. As your materials ship back to the vendor, it's time to securely destroy all test tickets according to your district policy. Completed answer documents will be returned to the vendor for scoring. Depending on the assessment, you may or may not return blank answer documents. Please refer to the Test Administration Manual for guidance on handling blank answer documents. The review of secure assessment components has shifted from the district to the Kentucky Department of Education. Let's look at how those items may be reviewed. Sometimes persons outside of the education environment may request to see secure materials. Schools and districts do not have to take on the responsibility of allowing access to those materials. The duty has moved to KDE. Often, the request may come in after secure materials are no longer in the district. KDE keeps on file in paper format all state-required assessments. For those willing to physically come to Frankfort, KDE may arrange for specific concerns to be addressed with the appropriate staff from the Office of Assessment and Accountability. Anyone reviewing a test item must sign a legally binding non-disclosure form. As much as we try to have a perfect administration, testing allegations can occur. Allegations are investigated by KDE staff. The investigations require documentation of the incident to be submitted and can include school visits and interviews with those involved. Anyone may report allegations by notifying the school, district staff, or directly to KDE. Allegations can be reported anonymously through phone calls or emails. The reported information must be significant enough to warrant an investigation. Reports lacking enough information are stalled and cannot be followed upon with an investigation. Allegations reported to BACs should be relayed to KDE through the District Assessment Coordinator. DACs, in return, will submit the information online. Investigations results go to the Board of Review, who sends their recommendation to the Commissioner of Education, who will make the final determination. The district will receive a letter from KDE stating the actions to be taken. These are the broad allegation categories or issue codes used for filing an allegation. Notice that examples correspond to the information we have covered in the Administration Code training. A few more parts of the state assessment and accountability system are reporting student data and non-academic indicators. Non-academic information submitted to KDE is expected to be as accurate as possible at the time of submission. However, there are opportunities to correct errors discovered during the data review process. Embargoes are placed around different data types at multiple times throughout the year. The embargoes are in place to allow the review of data for accuracy before the data is released to the public. Releasing embargoed data can result in the shared misinformation and inadequate data used for decision making. KDE communicates embargoed time periods and when the data is available to the public. An embargo violation could result in not having access early to future pre-release data. Non-academic data, such as graduation codes, are entered into Infinite Campus and retrieved from there for inclusion in public reporting for assessment and accountability. Infinite Campus is considered the authoritative source for this data. As of November 30th, 2021, the 703 KAR 5240 Accountability, Administrative Procedures and Guidelines regulation is in effect that removes the extraordinary circumstances as an exemption category. Based on the findings from the federal audit, KDE may only allow medical non-participation for significant medical emergencies. It is time for our sixth and final check for understanding. I'll give you a couple of minutes to read through this set of questions and then we'll discuss the answers. Okay, number 1. Is scratch paper considered secure materials? Yes, scratch paper is considered secure materials. Are those who request to review secure test materials required to sign a non-disclosure form? Yes. A non-disclosure form is required for anyone reviewing secure test materials. Number 3, who submits an allegation online to KDE? The DAC. This concludes Module 6 of 6 of the Administration Code Regulations. If you have questions, please contact us at KDE DAC Information at dacinfo@education.ky.gov or give us a call at 502-564-4394. Thank you for participating in this section of the training with the Office of Assessment and Accountability.